So the media has been talking about Lamella Ball going to another team when his contract is up. And I'm going to tell you why everything they're saying is justified. Now, I don't care where Lamelo plays. As long as he's able to play his game and no one's trying to psychoanalyze a situation, I think any fan of Lamelo Ball is good with it. I don't care if it's the Raptors. I don't care if it's the Knicks. I don't care if it's Indiana. As long as that brother is able to be himself, I think most fans will be good with it. But I'm going to tell you why the media is justified, and I'll chime in. What's good, everyone? This is RawTruth Media, giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Peace and blessings, peace and love to everyone that's listening. Make sure to like and share this video. As you see the thumbnail title, media are noticing. The media are seeing everything that we've been seeing and saying this whole time. The fact that everyone in this fan base, whether you're a Hornet fan or a fan of Lamelo, the fact that we had to point out he got to get his jersey number. You got to give him the keys. How many times have we all said that? So many times that we can't even count. And most fan bases do not have to deal with this. If you're a John Morant fan, you don't have to deal with it. You have a great coach and you have a roster built around his skill set. Anthony Edwards has a coach that believes in him. Matter of fact, his coach told him personally that he tries to stay out of his way so Anthony Edwards can grow into the player that he's meant to be. And that's why they're in the playoffs and the Hornets are not. But when you look at the Timberwolves, you know that's Anthony Edwards' team. Somehow the veterans on the team, like Karl Anthony Towns, who's very talented, and D-Lo, a.k.a. D'Angelo Russell, have bought in to play their roles and to allow Anthony Edwards to be the face, the focal point of the Minnesota Timberwolves. They don't want any distractions. Their team identity is set, and that's something that the Hornets do not have. They don't have team identity. Everybody wants to go their own way. If they're not getting shots, they're not going to play defense. You got a coach that always looks at Lamella when he makes a young mistake, a turnover here and there. You have Lamella looking back every time. See, those are drastic problems. And the Hornets need a drastic change. They need a head coach who is not only a leader of men, but who believes in the young talent. The Pelicans are tied 1-1 with the Suns. And they're out here playing everybody, playing young guys. They're playing anybody that can help. And you look at the Hornets, they still cannot find a way to play Book Night. Book Night in regular season games, when he plays 20 minutes, and this is a true stat, he averages 15 points per game. That is a fact. But you can't even find a way to put him in the game. And what did I say from the beginning of the season? That the Hornets are playing veterans and sending the young guys to the G League. They're working that hard just to fight for a playing spot. And I was right this whole time. Now the national media has taken notice of the Hornets underachieving, not really making Lamelo happy. They saw when Lamelo couldn't even get his number 1 jersey. And I guarantee you the national media was saying to themselves, that's odd. Usually a top 3, top 5 draft pick can get their jerseys. That was the first sign they saw. Then they saw Lamelo come off the bench for Devontae Graham. And for those who want to know about Devontae Graham right now, he's a bench guy. He's not playing that much versus the Suns. And it makes you think he started over Lamella. It's nothing against Devontae Graham. But you can all see that this coach was a narcissist. It was his way or the highway. It wasn't real coaching. And what it brought to not only the Charlotte fans, but fans alike, was 0 results. He has never went to the playoffs. He's never won a playoff series in 4 years. And he still has a job. That tells you a lot. So when Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharpe and Trace McGrady pointed out that, hey, if the Hornets don't treat Lamella right, he might as well go to the Lakers when his contract is up. Can you blame him? Really, can you blame the media for pointing that out? Charlotte fans, I want you to understand, it's very easy to keep Lamella. All the Hornets have to do is just been doing whatever we've been saying. Like, you build around him. You make him happy. You make him feel like he is the face. For this whole time, they've been treating Lamella like, oh, he's just one of the guys. That's not how you create a champion. Each champion has a face. Now, it takes a great team. It takes camaraderie and togetherness to create a winner. But it takes a face to seal your identity. It takes a face to show everyone around the NBA that you're the top dog. And without the face, without the franchise player, you're going to be right back where you are. NBA purgatory. And for those who don't know, NBA purgatory is what Charlotte is. Not too low to get the last draft pick, but not too high to make the playoffs. Right in the middle. Sometimes may make the playoffs, sometimes make the play-in game. That's what they're in. They're in playoff exodus. Because they don't ever reach the playoffs unless it's one of those years where they'll allow somebody, not allow, but, well, you know, those years where you could go 32 and 40 and make the playoffs. Like that one year. I think it was 2016. That's the only time. But I don't blame T-Mac for bringing it up. Or Shannon, Bubblegum, Shannon Sharpe, Skip Bayless. I don't blame them. Because what the Charlotte Hornets are doing is embarrassing. But I tell you one thing right now. You replace the coach. You get a roster that fits his game, that wants to run. You get a big man for once. Get a big man. Stop trying to get these slew-footed big men that can't run or catch or uncoordinated. For the love of the Most High, can you stop getting those type of big men, Charlotte Hornets? A new GM. You saw what Mitch Kupchak did with the Lakers. Now you see what he's doing now with the Hornets. Charlotte Hornets need a change, man. And if you do those things, you have a good chance of keeping LaMelo. But if they keep JB, if they keep this similar roster, the media is going to turn it up. This ain't nothing. The media is going to turn it up if there's no major changes. I'm just letting y'all know. And it's going to be justified. Because I keep saying, the media, they're trying to get LaMelo away from the small market and go to the big market. That may be true, but there are some truth in what they're saying sometimes. When you see the Hornets playing these games, these politics, you start to understand why they point it out. watching Trae Young, watching Ja, Luka, all these young players, man, Anthony Edwards, had the freedom and the space and the joy. Man, when I watch Hornet games sometimes, if it's like Jekyll and Hyde. Sometimes JB will allow for a little short moment Lamella to be himself, and then he starts to control his game one game, and then he goes right back to it. It's inconsistent, it's annoying, and nobody wants to see that. But that's all I wanted to point out. Charlotte, the time is now. You gotta fix your house, quote unquote. You gotta fix that house, man. You gotta get some new renovations, and that house is the Charlotte Hornets team. You gotta renovate that whole team. I'm talking about everybody 6'5" and up. Get a longer roster. Again, Charlotte, do you even look at analytics? You got a 6'7" point guard. Why in the hell you got shorter players? Don't you want to increase defensive efficiency? Be able to switch more? Look at the Boston Celtics. They're a long team. From 1 through 5, they can switch all over. That's what you need to be doing. And stop trying to get these Oompa Loompa size guards that don't want to play a lick of defense. But this is RawTruth Media giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Peace and blessings. Peace and love to everyone. Make sure to like and share this video. Charlotte, the clock's ticking. You better do right by Lamella. If you don't, well, you know what it is. You know what's going to happen if you don't. So get to it. This is RawTruth, and I'm out.